Mein Fräulein.
You must also be. Tejima has keeping out the but now we will go.
If you want, it's clear that I can't claim truth be told.
Seems like he's... You must be Tejima. So what...
Me? It's not a question of what true, and what made me want to. I don't have answers. In the past.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, that. Oh, yes, yes.
perfect. So
If you don't mind.
this looks like Tejima. Let's see. Today, I went kite. Huh? I went to pray. Now that's the. So this is the... But anyway, if... Here we are! The soil must be some... It looks like Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Huh. But he's been here... Well...
Well, I'll be. Still, over the years, how could I have. Love? Regret? No. After all, it's as if she'd never been in my life. Although, when I think about it, how curious. I shall remain.
Tejima seems to be dealing... Seems it's... That's certainly... At least we were... According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryo Commission.
Shadows of fate.
By royal decree...
To the fairy!
Tear! Worthless! Move! Tear! No.
Let me scribe. On, reveal thyself. Ninjutsu. Make my escape. Got that.
Written in the stars.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
By royal decree.
side of the ocean.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and... But why would they take... Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you...
The entire clan is... How many times do I have to say it? I don't...
You dare deceive us?
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh? And who are you? What?
What? We heard the commotion.
I see. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. In the past, he's keeping the
No one seems to... It's no wonder...
This must be one... Maybe we should talk to...
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether my own family can barely get by as... That's the first bit of truth I've heard all day.
Well, that's strange.
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that I will... And...
Does it have to do...
I didn't take... To top it all off, if you don't believe...
Huh. But we better we should be...
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit...
You haven't seen anything. Today's just the beginning.
You demand, Bob!
These seem like the treasure hoarders...
Fate is upon you.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss.
Not bad, kid. Kurosawa. So he's the one.
So what did you...
Food supply. I didn't want anyone else, but now that you've caught...
You've got it...
Huh?
What the...
There's nothing in here, but I...
Yeah. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the... As for you guys, you're free to go. Just...
yes, of course. So, we redeemed ourselves...
Shut it.
welcome to... Or perhaps... Ah, so...
Whoa, whoa! How did Kurosawa...
Let me think. Kurosawa, however...
So that... But why did he have...
Well, if you think Kurosawa thought, so he deemed...
Wow. And no one...
People's attitude... of course. As for what... If you're still curious... I see. Most unfortunate.
Sword?
Oh... I've asked him in height. Why don't you ask? Oh, but information is also a kind of commodity. Wouldn't you agree? Don't worry. I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh...
At least we now know. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything. What are you doing?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryou Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
Those memories. So dark.
Is it just me? Or are there more outlanders now?
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
disciples.
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's being possessed by an evil spirit. So, we've asked the Shrine Maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
Shh. It's like just now, when she asked him who it looked like he was all the while he kept calling. One of them was Anzai. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. The ritual has now... Please,
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
you sure you're unless...
And what are
Bad news? I don't care to talk.
you... His senior?
Anzai? Yes, because I don't wish... When we were young, I had begun... Practitioners of Make Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Meikyo Shisui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations from me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Meikyo Shisui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that I mean, he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
Sure! After all, everyone who knows.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me. Reduced to just standing around. How absurd. Those memories. So dark. Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
Do you think that's Lady Ai? Oh, no wonder Jun... Also, is it just Paimon? It was probably nothing.
Keep away. I gave up the art of the sword.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have...
Lady Yai, it must be a This is nothing like him at all.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by...
But...
Yes. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he's as one who is... As for what has triggered...
Stripped of...
Your school stillness of mind... There was one... Then...
Lady Yai,
the path... It requires one to take their... Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters. To focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Ansai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have...
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Meikyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child.
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you. She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato. Oyaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Oyaka! Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. You will? Really? Naturally.
Alright, bravo.
See? Now then, given that the remainder of
please continue without...
So, what's the deal?
This is such privilege.
Help!
Once the number of...
Makes sense.
In any case, the almighty she inspires, it was her almost... The issue is that, after all, because of this...
How can they be...
Nevertheless...
Resistance?
Yes. To say a little more, but I do wonder... Of course, they invariably... It almost makes...
Pine...
Oh? What...
Have you got a plan yet?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please.
So...
Well, for example...
You're telling Paimon that there are...
Don't underestimate the talents of the problem we are
Darn!
Yes. Exactly. I feel this... When you are ready.
Apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission. Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
Those memories... so dark.
My apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission. My apologies.
Reduced to just standing around.
Only accepts
How
guests of
absurd.
sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission. My apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission. apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again. Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time. You'd best save yourself the trouble.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, can we?
don't...
All right.
What should we do now?
Many.
No worries. You put on quick...
Oh, so...
think nothing... Oh, right.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka.
Whoa.
Stop it. As for thinking, his handiwork,
Yes, Master.
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. But if I... So, what about...
Sure, well...
So?
Whoa.
Not bad, huh?
Time to break it.
Those memories. So dark.
Ready for reconnaissance.
Ta-da! Clee's here.
Now that we're inside, this...
Come on, this way. I certainly wouldn't... We should... Yes,
Beg for mercy.
I must withdraw.
Show me what you've got!
Vengeance will be mine. Beg for mercy.
I must withdraw.
Teach me a lesson.
Beg for mercy.
Clear! Cut!
Crush!
Watch your step!
Useless.
Boing, boom! Dumpty, dumpty, go! Dash! Ninjutsu! Blazing to light!
Slash! I've been bested.
Who goes there? I won't forget this.
Wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Teach me a lesson.
Get them!
I dare you! Show me what you've got!
Get out of my way!
Watch your step! Don't hold back! Slash! I've been bested.
Crush!
I need to
Beg for
train
mercy.
harder.
Brace yourself. Show me what you got.
Shut it. Crush. Vengeance will be mine.
Don't hold back.
Shudder.
You must. Show me what you got.
Rack and ruin.
Watch your step.
Lament.
I dare you. Clear cut.
Worthless.
Trade order. I've been bested.
Crush. More speed.
Boing, boing, boom! Da-da-da! Blazing delight! La la la!
Beg for mercy.
I must withdraw. Must be mess.
Did you really think that little trick of yours?
Oh no! If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then...
Hey, you there!
Ah, ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Make way. Let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are all—
Yes, ma'am.
Paimon sure wouldn't want to get—
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they—
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right—
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered.
Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were in—
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was part—
Yoimiya!
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear! Now they're—
Master Basskatz! Sorry, we—
Come on! We've got no time to lose! Oh.
Yes. Leave. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate. But remember, once he's recovered...
well...
Leave.
We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
Master Basskatz, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you to a round of drinks once this is all over.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Basskatz. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujusara. Do you think she was making up? It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks. How about we go...
I see. So Kujo Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing to allow his escape. If our true motives were ever
true, we are now... You're turning out...
Indeed, but if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision, it is time we make
There's no need to... Things seem to have... yes. And the number...
A ceremony, you say?
I don't know.
Being in a Toma.
I'd say... Funny enough...
A hot pocket?
Simply put, then we take it in turn. Anyone who guesses... Don't you think it sounds...
You really do? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to get... Let's see what we've got here. Nice! Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones to actually put anything edible. This was...
you can...
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. The soup, even with a traveler's normal ingredients, I still couldn't guess any of them correct.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think boiling cakes in hot pot... Ugh.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest...
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about...
Perhaps I did get a... I think my luck is... So without further ado...
Oh, bruh.
Yes. And with the extra time?
Let's all take... Downtime is hard. I'll tidy things up.
There's gonna be a secret.
Sure, why not?
Bye, Tom. Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon! Hold on!
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, and but you ought not be
Individual
Correct. This may seem a little sudden. A few days ago, she wrote about...
Probably your mom's best buddy.
Never. So, according to the notebook...
Paimon thinks it's...
That's what I thought, too.
So what do you want us? Do you need us to...
No. Please keep... The proper course of action would be to... Exactly.
You can count on...
Wonderful.
Oh, we don't mind. We don't mind at all.
Thank you kindly.
All right, so...
looking for the Great Mujina Yokai!
Do you know where Great Mujina Yokai?
Huh? You've never heard of it? It's a sneaky one time?
Sounds like a very naughty little monster.
'Cause we finally found... My dad said that the Great Mujina Yokai likes to play, so all we need...
This much? Surely your parents must be worried about you.
Oh, not really. So we think it must...
Yeah. So, as long as we get home before it gets its strength back, we'll be safe. Something sounds very strange about all this, but Paimon can't say exactly what it is. Like the Great Mujina Yokai. We should tell them. Oh, children!
Huh?
No, what?
That's impossible!
Your folks are just worried about you is all.
That's not true. Yeah!
Yoimiya!
We told her all about... We've been waiting for ages now. And finally, Yoimiya... But... Come on, let's get out of here and go find Yoimiya.
Wait! Hold on! Don't go! Who knows what...
Cheer up, guys. Don't be so down. She was only joking back there. How could the Great Mujina Yokai not exist, huh?
But we've never seen it for ourselves.
That's because the Great Mujina Yokai is extra powerful. And that's exactly why I need your help, isn't it? It's okay. Don't be discouraged. Hey, remember, if you want to be a hero, you gotta have patience. And wisdom, too. Even if you can't find it right now, it'll definitely show up before the fireworks show starts. So, remember to come and pick up your weapons from me before then, okay? No matter how powerful the Great Mujina Yokai might be, it's no match for my specially made fireworks. Just light them up and you'll scare it off no problem. It's up to you guys to protect your homes, your crops, and your folks.
Got it! Thanks, Miss Yoimiya. We'll try and be more patient.
Oh, yeah. Hold up a sec. I have a few slips of paper for you guys. One each. Remember to give it to your parents and tell them to keep it safe. Just tell them it's from Yoimiya. They'll know what it's about.
Thank you, Yoimiya. We're gonna go back now.
Oh, thanks, Yoimiya. Come play with us soon. Sure thing. Will do. Take care on the way back, and I'll see you later. So it was you guys. I guessed as much from the way the kids described you. No worries, though. The Great Mujina Yokai.
Okay.
Yeah, the first time I... But when the kids asked... So,
So in a...
Maybe so. Sure, it's... I just go... He's hot. Heck, I know that they don't... I give them the evil eyes and... Right? So, the things we believed in... When you were kids, surely, if we tear apart...
Yeah!
Okay.
Not gonna hurt.
Well, yeah. Oh, on the subject, are you busy Inazuma is home to the Yai Publishing House, and a lot of people who like to write stories too. In fact, most of what they write is based off of the kinds of fairy tales I was just talking about. A lot of them have bad endings though. Like, the fire diamond will get put in a rich person's gallery where it will never be ignited again. Or, someone will see the mist spirit and not manage to catch it, but because they angered it, it'll never show itself again. The hero who slays the dragon becomes the next dragon. The sacred sword that once fought the darkness now becomes a doomsday weapon. I know these kinds of stories are all the rage nowadays, but I really can't bring myself to like them. If something's magical, it should be kept that way. I'm back!
The fireworks show is almost upon us, and the fireworks for each family are almost ready. Oh, new faces? Who are these?
A bit of both, actually. They arrived in That can wait.
Something
Sorry about this.
and
Really?
other thing much.
Pops!
Huh? What?
Did they deliver those?
Oh!
No, Pops,
Today's fireworks are almost ready too. Don't you worry. Your old man's skills are still as sharp as ever.
No, Pops! The materials! The raw materials for making fireworks!
Sorry?
Materials!
Oh, the materials!
Yes, the materials! Sorry, Paimon got all excited because he finally got the message across.
The materials aren't here yet. The couriers did come over to explain why, but, well, I think they did, but I couldn't quite hear what they were saying.
No worries. As long as we know, that's fine.
Of course!
Oh, sorry if we were a little loud. It's always the way, though. It's like... because my pops, when I was little, eventually... Huh? It just makes me happy. Anyway...
Yoimiya? Sorry.
Hold on. No one's looking. Okay, you can... We're lucky that no one from the Tenryo Commission was around.
Sorry, I guess I was a little
Don't worry, Sak. We're going to look...
Thank you for all your help.
He's one of our old... And arrest... Shh! If Sakajiro was caught, there's... Yeah.
What if the book... If things are this...
Well, but as soon as... I didn't want to
Hey!
Little piece of paper?
Yep. The only people from... If someone showed... Wow! It's a family...
The slip I have is...
It'll be fine. Whatever the reason...
Thank you.
Alright.
Alright,
It's a shame. Speaking of, you guys only got...
Even then...
I bet nowhere else you've been has... well, I'm sorry. You don't have to join me if you don't want to. Oh, cool! Oh yeah! If it's fine with you, can I ask how you two first met?
She saved me from drowning this one time, and after that, we started traveling together. Why do you ask?
Nothing. I'm just quite envious of your relationship. If my pops had a person like you around, his being deaf wouldn't hold things up all the time. Why do you look so excited?
Because... You said person, and not floating child, or mascot!
Koichi, I'm here! How is the boat coming?
Yeah, it's, alright. Wait.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah, you could say...
Oh, I see.
Huh?
because of the
I understand.
Right.
Thank you.
All right, then.
Yep,
That's a long...
Oh, right!
Okay, well...
Lucky you reminded me. I've been... Of course, Pop. And, I need to make fireworks, not just for... It'll be fun. When people want fireworks... So, like... Oh, I do! But I really... Sorry. Let's head to the city.
Question! Doesn't it hurt your voice talking all the time?
It can get uncomfortable, I guess. But what else would I be using my voice for?
Huh. You kinda have a point. Make my escape.
Ah, here we are. Hello, Morihiko. Huh? Really?
Because of fire, I've come to expect it now. There's always a few extras unaccounted for, eh?
Oh, I'm so sorry for bothering you every time.
Ah, come on now. You know I didn't mean it like that. I'd sooner have my business go under than turn down one of your requests. What about you two? Are you the ones needing some fireworks made? It's no trouble at all, my friend. Once when I had an argument with my son, Yoimiya was the one who came and calmed him down. I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it wasn't for Yoimiya, who knows, he probably would have run away by now.
Nah, he was never gonna come to that. He's a sensitive kid and he cares a lot about your feelings. It's just, he doesn't know how to express it. Maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more at ease.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably too serious around him. Which is strange, because I don't think I'm anything like that when I'm talking with other people.
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more trouble in the future, just come to me. Even if it's not fireworks related, I'll happily oblige. Customers come first. Always.
All right, then. Everyone's always saying what a good kid you are. Your father must be very proud of you. Go ahead and take the ore, by the way. It's on the house.
Oh, no you don't! That's out of the question!
Don't worry. Just take it as a token of my gratitude.
Gratitude won't pay your bills, though. Don't do this to me. Can't we just play by normal business rules here?
I already said it's fine. Please, just take it. Surely you've got a load of other things you need to get done today.
Well, how about this then? I'll record this in my notebook, and we can consider it a down payment against any fireworks you want to purchase in the future.
There's no convincing you, is there? All right then, if you insist. Pass on my regards to your dad. Tell him Morihiko wishes him health and happiness.
Will do. You look after yourself as well. Don't push yourself too hard. You don't want to make yourself ill again.
Everyone seems to really like you, Yoimiya.
You're not the first person to say that. In fact, some people think I'll literally do any favor they ask me to. When that happens, I say to them, hey, this is a fireworks store. We do fireworks. But they don't always listen, so it can't be helped. But also, it's not really a big deal. Anyway, we've got all the materials we need now, so that solves that problem. Next, we just need to go find someone to process them. Mr. Aminoma, it's me!
Ah, Yoimiya. If I'm not mistaken, you must be here for some firework materials.
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading up to the fireworks show.
I'm very
No worry, how about this? Oh, you don't... There's still a...
Talkative is the essence. If you badger...
But this is a...
So give me your ore, and I will process it for you.
Huh? Master?
Is that so...
Thank you for helping out.
You're quite welcome. But Yoimiya... Excuse me.
Wow, Mr. Amenoma! Just look at the shape and... It's been a while since I've...
Of course.
So have a...
Back in the day, Hajime...
Okay, time to... Koichi probably... Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. But not to worry, because actually, I've been hoping for a chance to have a nice long chat with you all day. Sorry for dragging you with me everywhere. Everyone's been so good to me, though. It's all gone really smoothly.
Feels like Paimon has barely spoken a word this whole trip.
I felt like I was neglecting you guys, so I wanted to find an opportunity to catch up. When we first met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have a chance to sit down and have a proper chat. You guys are travelers, right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma? Ooh, sounds great! I heard they pretty much have no rules over there, right? So people are free to live their life however they want, doing whatever makes them happy. My pops actually was Don Winery. Yes, that's the one. My friend once said... So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
And we're looking for answers from the...
You were separated from your family? Oh, that must be really tough. I get it. Well, unlike the outside, the advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a... let me put it this way. I was just... When you're exhausted, an adventurer friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of... Don't worry, though. And you're here now, so even if you're gonna... Who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home. I already have an idea.
Yoimiya, I'm back. Okay, good. Let's go then. Just act naturally, though we don't want to raise any suspicion.
If it can withstand the storms out on the ocean, it must be super sturdy, right?
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality is guaranteed.
Make my escape. That's way too small.
Can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can provide. Still.
I'm also hoping... Gotta say that...
To avoid detection, this is the...
Let's store the boat... Uh-oh. Maybe my family has... As long as I... And anyway...
That's true. This...
So anyway, thanks for... And your fireworks are...
Oh, don't...
Who's there? Oh, let me... At one point, they were a tight... It was inevitable.
That's right.
After that,
Yeah. To us?
Oh, so this... Yep, that's exact... Anyway...
Yeah, I should get...
Okay, story time! So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the There are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway, so I never have a clue who they are. One time, he shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him. So I'm like, yes, I do! You held me once when I was just a baby. Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends. Turns out, he's a lot younger than he looks. Just a few... The boat is a... Well, they won't look... I'm afraid it's soon.
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean it like... But if the Tenryo Commission...
Okay, but...
Why did you want to...
I didn't used to like this place at all. That's why I left. But looking back on things now... I was really just running away from my responsibilities. Once I started to realize that, I got restless. I couldn't stop thinking about the people and the things I'd left behind. So forget it.
What a pity. Talk to us! If only there was no Saku. Anyway, the Tenryo Oh, that's it. Oh, don't worry. All right. Okay, let's go. Wait, hang on. What about the fireworks? All those materials... Pops? Pops? No, never mind. I know.
Ahem. Why did you cut Paimon off earlier?
Because what he needs isn't an answer, just time.
Well, if it isn't Yoimiya. Come on in, dear. Come and take a seat. Are these two your friends?
Yes, they're travelers from afar. Outsiders have a very difficult time getting into Inazuma nowadays.
Indeed, these are unprecedented times. But seeing as they came all this way, we locals should give them a warm welcome.
Oh, before I forget, I brought the fireworks that you ordered.
Oh, thank you, dear. Your family is so good to us every year. First your father, and now you. I wonder if I'll still be around to see the next hair of Naganahara fireworks.
Of course you will. You're both in great health. Don't say things like that. It's bad luck.
We aren't as young as we once were, though. The body knows it. It used to be that I could spend all day working the land, carrying water back and forth. But now, even a moment of light work leaves me with all sorts of aches and pains. I wanted to do some weeding yesterday, but as soon as I bent down to get started, I suddenly felt that if I went any further, I wouldn't be able to get back up again.
No worries. Say no more. We'll handle it.
No, no, no. We can't be putting you to work when you're a guest in our home. I'll just go fetch the tea and some snacks, and then we'll continue our conversation.
It's fine. It's not like it's the first time I've helped you with chores. I just haven't had much time recently with the fireworks show coming up. But once that's out of the way, I'll be sure to come by more often.
It's no trouble, really. We don't mind helping.
Oh, you're such good kids. As for mine, he's all grown up now. Hasn't found anyone yet. And he doesn't visit very often. If you're quite sure it's no trouble, then I have some pickled radish here. Would you mind delivering it to Satoru on the other side of the village?
Sure, it won't take us a moment. The old folks aren't very mobile, so come on, let's help them out. We'll get rid of the weeds first, and then deliver the pickled radish.
Shut up!
Yeah, you got it! And that should just about do it. Satoru is on the other side of the village. Let's go see him now. Hey, Satoru. How have you been? Keeping well?
Yeah, same as usual. Not much has changed. You're looking full of life, as always.
All thanks to the support of our loyal customers. The family business just keeps getting better and better. We sold some fireworks to Liyue a while back, and word is they were a real hit. So it looks like we'll be getting more business from over there in the future.
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. Are you sure you and Mr. Ryunosuke can manage? If it gets too much, don't forget, you can always ask me for help,
We should be fine. I think we can cope. Oh, yeah. This is some pickled radish from Mrs. Imatani.
Oh, wow, thank you so much. I never used to be a fan of pickled radish, would you believe? But then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff, and I couldn't get enough of it. It's a family staple now.
Speaking of your family, how's everyone doing?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument, but I guess that's every family ever. Being close to family is better than never getting to see them, even if it does mean putting up with some conflict. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship, but still, they must get lonely with their child never visiting.
Huh, they didn't seem that way to me. I think they're just used to it. You make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future. That way, they won't get so bored.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that, as would all of us in Konda Village. You're always welcome here.
Thank you! Now that we've finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Imatanis about Sakujiro.
That was quick. Ah, young people are so handy.
Younger people have bundles of energy, and older people have a wealth of wisdom. Each have their strengths.
Speaking of youth, do you know what? It's been 50 years this year.
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how the time flies. You barely notice as the years go by, but then suddenly 50 years have passed.
50 years since what? Some important day?
Well, if you must know, it was 50 years ago, back in the days when this young lady was still trying to win me over, that...
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both know you were the one who was hopelessly smitten and desperately trying to win my affection.
Well, maybe you're right. 50 years ago, I proposed to my wife at the Naganahara fireworks show. We've been together ever since. To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain. I wasn't sure what I was doing when I walked into the Naganahara's shop and ordered my firework. Even as it was rising up into the sky, I still had no clue what I was going to say. But then it exploded, the sky lit up. I looked back at her and saw her eyes twinkling in the light of the fireworks. Before I knew what was happening, apparently, I'd already said it. And, well, she'd said yes.
50 years. In some ways, it's a long time. In others, it's no time at all. Really, it's just a number. But 50 years of being together? Now that is something worth commemorating.
I had no idea it was your 50th anniversary. If I'd known, I would have made some extra fancy fireworks just for you.
Oh no, it's quite all right. We always set off the same firework every year. It wouldn't be the same without it. Seeing that firework go off takes us right back to those days. Even at this age, we still look back with not a single regret.
Ah, what a great relationship they have.
Enough about us, though. Yoimiya, aren't you busy with the fireworks show coming up? Was there something you needed to discuss?
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to talk about, but here goes.
Sakujiro. So he came back.
Huh? You know him?
He was our boy's best friend when they were young. They were inseparable. They grew up together, shared everything with each other, and went everywhere together. But one day, they had a terrible argument.
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too peaceful, and wanted to see what the outside world was like. But our Keisuke took after his father and mother. He felt that there was nothing wrong at all with being peaceful. You know what children are like. They get terribly worked up about these sorts of things. In the end, Sakujiro stormed off, and that was that.
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was very hurt by it, but he didn't want to talk with us about how he was really feeling. Eventually, whether out of pent-up anger or for some other reason, he joined the Tenryou Commission. He rarely comes home anymore.
If it was anything else, I could talk to Keisuke, and I'm sure he'd be willing to help. But since it's Sakujiro, I don't feel there's any way we can get involved.
What a strange coincidence! Who'd have thought?
I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said because of past mistakes and wasn't willing to elaborate. Now I finally understand why he can't decide what to do.
Two best buddies in childhood. One grows up to join the Tenryou Commission, the other grows up to join the Tenryou Commission's most wanted list.
Well, no worries. If that's the case, then never mind. We can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult for you. This sounds...
Yes.
I think,
Well, can't say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know after we get back.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me. Reduced to just standing around. How absurd. Those memories. So dark. The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Yoimiya, something bad's happened. Some people from the Tenryou Commission came by.
Huh? Why? Do they know? Pops, are you alright? They didn't do anything to you, did they?
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled, but they didn't. Luckily...
Oh, this is bad. Pops, did you see where he went? Oh, The Tenryo Commission will definitely be chasing after him. Good point. Names. We need names. Suddenly showing up like this, surely it must be Keisuke's doing. The Commission wouldn't normally cause this big of a fuss over a stowaway.
Sorry, my ears are no good. And I didn't get a good look at them either. If you're wondering which way they went, they left the city. I wish I'd caught their names. But I didn't hear a thing.
As it happens, I did. I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump into them on the way over. I think their leader's name was Keisuke, just like you said.
Just as I thought. Thanks. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't solve anything. And even worse, there'll be no coming back from it for Sakujiro. We can't let that happen. Come with me. Let's track them down.
Those memories. So dark. The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me. Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
It's Basskatz and his friends! Hi, Yoimiya! Are the weapons to scare away the great Mujina yokai ready yet?
Oh, Mr. Ryunosuke is making them right now. You can go collect them from my house later.
Aren't you gonna play with us, Yoimiya?
I'm sorry. I have something important to do right now. I'll be back later on. But I'll bring you guys some candy next time. The extra sweet candy, the one you guys love.
Yay! We're gonna get candy! Woohoo!
Also, yep.
Are they trying to...
No, don't be good kids and...
We will.
It looks like this is the right way. Let's keep going. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, I guess I'll have to step in. Look! There are people from the Tenryu Commission over there! It must...
Sorry,
Sakujiro and...
Didn't you hear me?
Ugh, what a...
Time for a light show!
I must withdraw.
Come on out!
The fuse is lit!
I must withdraw.
Freeze to the core! More speed. I condemn you! Time for a light show!
I must withdraw.
Coefficient down!
I must withdraw. I must withdraw.
How dare you impede the work of the Tenryo Commission? You will be punished for your... There is nowhere you can escape justice. Not even...
Look at that! The one with the loudest mouth. We can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead. Make my escape.
Your skills with the sword, you should have known.
Never imagined. If this is to be...
But your return says that you finally came around to my point of view.
Whatever you say.
You will return the one who made the...
Wait! It doesn't have to end like this.
Hey, I know you. You're Naganahara's girl, who makes the fireworks. I know you like to get it...
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is the past.
Then why did you I'll tell you why.
I have nothing... He's a criminal. Out of respect...
What are you talking? You left all your... I can see it in your face.
Don't flatter.
Yoimiya.
No, I won't leave it. Okay, Basskatz, you seem to like... If I win, and the same goes for you, if you don't say anything...
And if you lose...
Then I'll admit to...
Yoimiya, I accept.
Sir, we're here to back you up.
Back up? Those are supposed to be one-on-one! All right, that's it! Let's help Yoimiya! We can't let her fight them all alone!
Fuse is lit!
I must withdraw.
Fire hazard!
I must withdraw.
Offensive retreat! That didn't count! Fuse is lit!
Withdraw. I must withdraw.
Fire hazard!
Sir, they are too strong.
Stand down.
What?
I thought I told you to stay away. Now...
Yes, sir.
Young lady, you are just as Why were you so
Because then you're... And that's why I simply... Nobody said so...
The reason I came... It wasn't that I saw the I was glad I was an escape.
So that's why you...
No, I let...
Huh?
I don't know about you, but I just...
Life isn't easy. I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. But now, I do wonder. The boat is yours.
Huh?
I couldn't make... Don't worry about it. If you want to come, I will lend you my... And don't...
Don't worry, Kate. Any chance we can...
It's not like me to give in to child. It's the one that's forcing Sakuja. It's just like...
But
I understand now. I had heard there was... By the way...
Sorry. Nope.
Never mind then.
I can't make an...
Thank you
No worries.
Yoimiya! The way you took command of that whole...
What can I say? If you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there. Sakujiro and... Anyway, follow me. I'll bring you to the perfect... My pops will set off the firework that I...
Surely I should be due a growth spurt by now. Seems like I should have just stayed in bed today.
Huh? Oh, it's... Keisuke.
So, Yumiya, these fireworks, what do they mean to you? Yumiya? Shh. Huh? Oh.
That was amazing. I didn't actually. Oh, remember that big one? That's the one I had. Oh, no matter where you're, I believe that is. Oh, and also,
You know you're.
oh, I could hear you quietly watching something you made. You asked me what.
Yep. Well, for Kui, for Keisuke, and for Keisuke and Sak. Oh, yeah!
As for me, to be honest.
Seriously?
Well, no one. It was by chance. It's also by fireworks that. But people's. Also, if we didn't exist, you know. But I'm proud that I was born into the Naganohara family and have the chance to make so many pretty fireworks.
Seems like I should have just stayed in bed today.
This must be...
It's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since we arrived in Inazuma.
No! What made you think that? Festivals are a common occurrence here. Each season brings its own festival. And each festival in turn... So... Oh!
Oh, so you weren't checking out the promotion? Well, let's take a look inside.
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato, with guests from overseas. Welcome to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos. Are you here to purchase fabric or for tailored garments?
Oh, greetings to you too. I have a design here for a garment. Would you be so kind as to take a look?
Oh, Ayaka came prepared.
Let me see. This could be...
It could be...
Oh, it's a very fun... Miss Kamisato, you'd like us to make it...
Please, if you could.
I'm honored that you... Based on the design, as you well know, in all honesty, but of course...
So you're saying...
If even Ogura Tech...
You could try the... The only thing is there...
Huh. So even to... Wait! The international...
Thank you ever so much. Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very small request. Could you?
Why is she being so secretive?
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kamisato. Honestly, I'm just as excited.
The Traveler Paimon? This is it. The International Trade Association.
Okay then, we need to talk to Kurisu, right? Doesn't look like he's here. Let's look around. Look, there he is.
Looks like we found him.
What am I gonna...
Mr. Kurisu, are you alright?
Oh! You're Miss Ayaka from the Kamisato clan. How do you do?
Better than you, it appears.
And if it isn't the Traveler... thanks again for your help last time. The association is back in business, and it's all thanks to you.
That's great, but, why were you staring into space just now? Did something bad happen?
Well, you see... It's embarrassing to admit, but some of the association's goods have been stolen by vagrants.
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of high-grade silk. We imported a big batch of recently.
Well, I also...
Anyway...
I am afraid I can't...
Of course,
Huh?
Yes, I do so know. That aside, given your position...
We will. But, what if someone...
Very humorous. Let's not forget... Whoa, Mr. Kurisu.
Thank you so much. Let's see, it was 2 hours ago now, over at the,
Everyone, Please follow me to the scene of the crime. The investigation starts there.
All right.